It's not you. It's not you, what you're feeling. It's the enemy. The frustration, the, what is it called? Holy Spirit said lukewarm in your feelings. Not lukewarm like lukewarm, but lukewarm in your feelings, like your emotions, okay? In and out, up and down. This is their feeling right now. Feeling like a ball of just like frustration, okay? You know how you're frustrated? Like, just think of the most frustrated you've ever been and you could do nothing about it. Like, there's nothing you can do about it at all, and you're just stuck with that frustration and sadness and grief and regret. Just all these negative emotions, right? And you just have to sit with them. Those are their emotions that you're feeling. They're not yours, obviously. Well, not obviously, but I say that because you are in a different place. You are in a place where that is not. You know what? Okay, I'll give you a nugget here, okay? Another way you can tell, okay, how they're feeling is you'll notice around you. Say you turn on the TV. Like, I was in my room, okay? I turned the TV on. And I turned it to, what was it called? Oh, show I used to watch back in the day. It's called The Apollo, right? The Apollo Theater. Showtime at the Apollo, right? If those of you are old enough know what I'm talking about. And they had this artist on there, old school artist, singing this song, I miss you, I'm talking to you, baby, I miss you, okay? Don't mind singing, because that ain't it. But that's an example. Like, you gotta look spiritually with your eyes, okay? A person with spiritual eyes to see knows that that is coming from outside of where they are, right? It's not coming from them. It's coming from an outside source, right? It's coming from your enemy. This is how they feel. All you gotta do is pay attention to around you, okay? It's not you, beloved. It's not you. Oh, you know what? Remember I was talking about, here it is, yeah. The angels chained at the bottom of the Euphrates. And how they're, when the Euphrates dries up, which it is, they're supposed to be, when God commands it, they're supposed to be released. God's gonna send the angel to release them, right? But, wow, and it says 9:14. Look at the time on there. Does that not say 9:14? 9:14, you see it? Okay. So I must be in the right area. Look at this. Revelation 9:14. That's also my birthday. Okay? It says, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great Euphrates, and the great river Euphrates. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. By these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see, nor hear, nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders or of their fornication, of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. What came up in my spirit when I was just reading that, Kevin Gates. Y'all know what Kevin Gates is, right? It's no mystery that he talks in his music, okay? I told you guys, Hollywood, Los Angeles, city of lost angels, fallen angels. You know the Paramount introduction when it comes on a movie, watching a movie, and the Paramount and the stars come around the mountain. You ever notice there's 33 stars, and that mountain is Mount Hermon, where the fallen angels landed and made a pact? Told you it's all in our face. It's in everything. It's that number 33 comes from. Satan drew a third of his angels from heaven by his tail, the dragon, Satan. 33.33. And that probably only equals out to, if you calculated, some millions of fallen angels. But they're in Hollywood. They're everywhere. Kevin Gates talks about it in his music. He also said out of his mouth that he's 3,000 years old. He said, you probably think I'm crazy, but I'm 3,000 years old. My mother had sex with an angel. Saying it out of their own mouth. But it would sound crazy to the average man. Me, I know what he's saying. I know these celebrities, a lot of them are fallen angels. They can morph into anything they want, anyone they want. You should have saw Hollywood on Halloween. If you go on the internet and look at all those pictures of Hollywood stars, look at what they're called, stars. Come on now. If you go on Google and look up the images for the celebrities on Halloween when they were dressing up on Halloween, my God, it seemed like they were undressing, more like undressing. Some grotesque, beastly looking things. Telling you, check this out. This is what those angels chained at the bottom of the Euphrates sound like. Still don't believe? I mean, I told you, like, the last book in the Bible is called Revelation. To reveal. It's almost to that tipping point. But yeah, I just can drop that right quick. But yeah, that's not you that you're feeling. It's them. It's their pain, their their regret, their frustration, all that. You're feeling them. So don't think that's you, because it's not. Okay. Don't worry, I made the same mistake before. It's fine 1 minute, and then all of a sudden it just whoosh. That's not your energy, not at all. It's theirs. And it's nothing you did wrong. Like, you didn't lose anything. They lost everything. You were the blessing. How sorry can you feel for them? You really can't. You told them over and over and over who you were, but they judged you by your appearance. They judged you because you were waiting on the Lord is what you were doing. You were being obedient to the Lord was what you were doing. And you told them as much. You know, you can't tell a fool anything. Anything. That's why the Bible says, do not cast your pearls among swine. That's what that means. Don't keep telling a fool, feeding a fool knowledge and trying to feed them understanding, because regardless of whatever you say, it's not going to matter. A fool is a fool is a fool. Okay, and then they want to be sorry later, but they're not even sorry for the right reason. Still, it's their wicked heart. They refuse to give up that wicked heart. They refuse. They refuse it. They're willing to take it to their death. They won't even come and apologize to you. They're willing, their pride and their ego, they're willing to take that to the grave and die with it, rather than to come to you and tell you, hey, like, I'm sorry, like, I really did you bad, I did you wrong, and I realize that I shouldn't have did that to you. I shouldn't have did that to nobody, but I definitely shouldn't have did that to you. Like, I feel bad. Like, and I hope you accept my apology. You know, even if you don't let me back in your life, I hope you accept my apology, because what I did was wrong, and I feel ashamed about it. And they don't have that. Why? Because they don't feel ashamed for it. They don't feel ashamed for it. That's why I'll never accept I'm sorry. That's a cop-out to me. That's a cop-out. I'm sorry? Where's the explanation? What are you sorry for? You need to lay it out all on the table. All of it. Not some of it. Not half-truths. You need to give me all of it. But at this point, I don't care at this point. You know, we don't care at this point. Because now it's just a reaction to your pain and what now the judgment that you're under. That's what it's a reaction to. Ooh, excuse me. You didn't come to this realization on your own. Matter of fact, you had all this time while you were with us to stop and think and do and be like, hey, dang, I know this is wrong and I should not be doing this. I feel the conviction in me and I should not be doing this to this person, because this person is good. They've loved me, nothing but loved me. They took me out of a bad situation. And all I do is trample and stomp on them, and because I think they're weak because of their kindness in their heart. And they judge you and they judge you by your appearance. Quick to go run behind your back and link up and group up with people right after they tell you they love you to your face, or have sex with you, and mimic your love for them back to you. Yeah, oh yeah, they're good at that. And then as soon as they leave you, they're plotting, scheming against you. When they go in the bathroom and you're in the room, they're calling their witch doctor, or their side piece, or their real boyfriend or girlfriend, asking for the next step. What's the next step that I need to do? Yeah, he just got done throwing up. Yeah, I think that the poison worked. People are evil. They are evil, sinister evil. So don't feel bad about nothing they're going through. Nothing. Ain't none of them can come back and tell me sorry. And I know there's a lot too. Every relationship I've been with is with a narcissist. This ain't the only relationship I've been in with a narcissist. All of my relationships have been with narcissists. My parents is a narcissist. So just think of how many times I survived and went through this mess, this crap. They ain't the first. They're the last though. They are the last though. I learned all the lessons I need to learn. And hopefully you did too. Right? So yeah, that's them. That's not you. Don't feed into it. All right. They're still cowardly. They're still thinking backwards when it comes to you. Okay, and I hate to say it, most likely they're gonna die in their misery, just from pride alone. That's not our issue. That's not our problem. We're free. All right. So love you. Talk to you in a minute. I'll be back. All right. Peace.